World is a sci-fi show based on an original series in the UK called Primeval. What happens here is pretty much what happened in Britain, except a little bit bigger scale in a place that's a little more familiar to North Americans. It happens in Vancouver.
Primeval New World is about a group of people that encounter dinosaurs. There are these things called anomalies,
which are magnetic occurrences that happen all throughout the city. And these are kind of like time portals to prehistoric times.
Allowing prehistoric creatures to come into our present day and wreak havoc on us.
It's an urban setting where dinosaurs aren't supposed to be, and that's where we find them.
The team that is assembled, they're all trying to take these creatures and putting them back to their natural habitat without actually having to destroy any of them.
And it's how we, as these ordinary people, cope with dinosaurs being in our world.
The creatures are the loose threads. You pull the wrong one, history unravels. So you just have to put everything back where it came from. You understand?
Because everyone has such a specific skill set, I think the writers really took all of these characters and said, okay, how will this character be flawed, and how will this character's attributes cancel out that flaw, and how they'll work together as a team.
They really shouldn't be where they are. It is not a special forces team trained to do something. It's this group that is so disparate from each other. There's very little the same about any of them. And I think that that's what's really compelling about the show, is taking people who could be from any walk of life and putting them into a situation which is, you're not supposed to be here, but I need your help.
He says he's tracking something right now.
Drake, where are you?
Near Butte Plaza. SkyTrain service tunnel.
He will be there in 10. Don't go without us. Let's roll.
We started casting for Primeval New World, and we had a couple of people that were really, really good fits, and we were sort of juggling between the ones that were really good fits, and then up comes Niall, and Niall actually just put himself on tape, and we saw that and we went, ooh, Niall Mater, he's Evan Cross.
Predator Control Team. You must know Tony Drake. We're old friends.
Small Forest. Dylan Weir.
In the 15 years I've been casting in Vancouver, I've never seen Sarah Canning. And I heard people say, Sarah Canning, Sarah Canning, Sarah Canning. We brought her in, and literally, she opened her mouth for the first few words, and I went, where have you been all my life? This is amazing. And she blew everybody away. This is our Dylan.
B-Mark, and action.
Every single person that we have on board, all the execs, they all bring, and the directors, they all bring a huge sci-fi background and a huge sci-fi knowledge with them. Martin Wood is one of the greatest leaders that we could have, captaining this ship, so to speak.
They get really excited about this stuff, which is so important. They get just as excited as we do. And they really care. They really, really care about this world and these characters and the creatures. I think they're working really hard to present this whole package.
I'm at the clearing.
I see. The one with the wings.
When we were looking around to see, who was going to do the visual effects on this, one of the things we wanted to do was something that was photoreal. We needed photoreal creatures. Because if the creatures don't fit into the shot exactly, then people get taken out of the story. With Atmosphere, they have had that experience of having to take some inanimate objects and make them into animated objects, which doesn't mean just making them walk and run and things like that and fight. It means giving them a personality.
The visual effects for Primeval New World are going to be fresh, new, exciting. The dinosaurs are going to be fantastic. The most important thing in terms of visual effects is to make the effects photoreal and make them basically live in the plates. They are another character that you have. We treat the dinosaurs exactly like you would a cast member. And that's one of the things that we're concentrating on 100% in Primeval, is to make every shot seamless and every shot photoreal.
It is one of those sci-fi shows that I think true sci-fi fans are really going to want to watch, because it has all of those dynamics. It has time travel in it, it's got prehistoric creatures in it, but it also has all of those relationships that people can actually find themselves in their everyday life. So it's a very relatable show at the same time, even though these characters are going through extraordinary circumstances.
I just hope that when the fans that tune in for this, they watch it and they go, what's going to happen next? You know, what dinosaur's going to be next, or what's going to happen to him or her? I hope that that's enough to draw the people in, which I think it is. There's so much there for people to engage with and associate themselves with that hopefully they do, and hopefully they enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Martin Wood. This is Primeval New World, and this is the first episode. The very first day, they handed me a script, and I turn the page, and it says, establish the city. And then that turns into the blink of a pteranodon's eye. And that peels off, and you're on top of a building. And that turns into Jack and Jill running out of the building with parachutes on. And then it says they run to the edge of the building, and they jump off. So we're right in the middle of downtown Vancouver right now for the opening of the show. And what happens here is that we take two stunt people and we throw them off the top of the roof. They have parachutes on, but there's no way they're going to get them open in time. We took two stunt people I've worked with for years, strapped them in to these giant cranes that hang out over top of the building, and you pick them up from the ground and you lift them up in the air. So what we want to do, guys, is we want to do this the stuff on the ground as quickly as we can to get prepared. So once the stunt people are ready to go on the descender, we want to have our cameras in position ready to shoot them, because these guys are wearing harnesses that are going to hurt all night long, and they got to wear them all night long. And everybody is literally watching two people get hoisted 200 and some odd feet in the air. You sit there and you watch this happen, and the stunt actually doesn't take long to happen. It takes about 5 seconds for it to happen. There's really not a lot of time in it. Two, see on the mark. The first time we dropped these two actors on this thing, I heard this collective "oh" from everybody, because it really is something to see these two drop.
I'm Niall Mater. I play Evan Cross on Primeval New World, and you're about to watch some behind the scenes from episode 2.
So we're here at beautiful White Cliff Park in West Vancouver, BC, Canada, in the Pacific Northwest coast of BC, which we thought would be a really good setting for Primeval New World, second episode, to really, exploit and show off the West Coast.
12, take 3. Mark, please. Hey, Mark.
Action!
To me, it was kind of a hidden gem. I pulled into set when I walked through the trees and I saw this huge rock out in the water, and this cliff that ascended up higher than the rock, and that's where I was going to be standing, and then the water was crashing in, and there was boats in the water. I just thought, this is amazing.
It's a great location. It's windy, it's cold, but that's okay. It just makes it look better. And we're shooting scenes involving you'll see the rocky cliff off in the horizon. This is where our gang sees the anomaly in the water. I think Vancouver is going to offer an awful lot of potential locations for Primeval. It's quite a different look from the original show, which of course shot in the UK. And I think it's great that they're shooting it Vancouver for Vancouver, or at least the Pacific Northwest.
It was beautiful. Like, the scenery out there was incredible, and filming on those rocks, because I mean we had to run up and look down into the water, and it's a sharp cliff right down, and it's windy and all that stuff, so it's a little bit dangerous, which I like. And it starts raining and it gets slippery, but no, the scope that we were able to capture out there, it was breathtaking from the human eye. So seeing it in the cinema or on TV is going to be incredible.
80 right tag.
Roger that. You're down.
Jim?
Yes, ma'am.
What's that?
Where the hell did that come from? Flaps up. Get the flaps up!
We're gonna hit it! Turn!
No, we're too low!
I'm Marshall Virtue. I'm the stunt coordinator on Primeval New World. We're shooting the episode 103, Fear of Flying. We're about to do a big gag, a fire burn, and it should be good. We're going to do a two-person burn. Our heroes basically get themselves into trouble, and the only way to get away from the trouble is to light each other on fire and run to the anomaly. We're going to do the gag in 3 parts. First part is where they get lit on fire beside the plane, and they probably end up running for about 150 feet.
You're not lit. You're lit. Lit.
The key to having the flames not go into your face and burn yourself is you always have to be aware of where the fire is going, where the wind is, and the kind of body motion that you're using. And then the second part is the ending. We light them up halfway through the run, throw the blankets down into basically a semicircle so they're out of danger from what's chasing them.
You're up! Action! Step out. We're good. Beautiful.
Fumes that burn, not the blanket.
Oh, I understand the physics of it. I just don't like being on fire.
Hi, I'm Patrick Gilmore, and I'm a guest star on episode 4 of Primeval New World, Angry Birds. This is how the episode starts, in a grow-up. And, you know, not that I know anything about the product, but I'm really surprised to see how the process goes. This will be like a learning channel. I could show you how to do your own pod. Grow up. I can't even get the lingo right. I'm so square.
Railway graveyard?
No, it's going to be a museum.
So today we're shooting in this car that we've turned into a grow-op. So we have our dry room set up on this end of the train, and that's where Blake and Skeezer are weighing up their 2 bags full.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2 bags full.
Far end of the room is the actual grow-op, the wet room as we call it. It's very authentic. We have Patrick Gilmore, who's playing Blake.
I think it's catnip. It smells like black licorice. It's getting nauseating.
Some bagging business.
What's it like having him on set?
He lit a match and caused complete
I was looking for something to do with my hands. I lit a match, and I guess unbeknownst to me, for 20 minutes, people were going, "What's burning? What's burning?"
Everybody thought
and Andy's like,
fire,
"Something smells like burning." Yeah, I lit a match.
Jenny came in and to shut down the main power. The guy that we're renting this whole facility.
They did not.
Oh yeah. And Kent Turton, who I'd never met before, a Skeezer, and he's great.
Basically, we've got a marijuana grow operation.
Who, us?
Yeah.
That's illegal.
Both of us. In a rail car, and terror birds, dinosaur things, come and infiltrate it.
And you actually did some research of what they look like.
I used the internet. Yes, I did.
Yeah. I never even thought about doing that. I had one of those old Encyclopedia Britannicas.
2012, brother.
Oh, no, mine's 1985.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they didn't know about the terror birds back then. And the stand-in they have for the bird right now, do you want to try to describe it? You had a good description of it.
You need to see that, because it's like a giraffe puppet with a boa and a duck's head taped to the top of it.
And they're like,
it looks like my aunt or something. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But
don't make a thing out of it.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't.
Hi guys, I'm Danny Rahim. I play Mac Rendell on Primeval New World, and this is episode 5. In Ep 5, I had to fight an imaginary dinosaur when I'm in the shower. And it's always interesting fighting something that's not there, because you want to play it truthfully or with integrity. So with that in mind, in 5, I knew that it was slightly shorter than me. I knew it was quite fast, quite vicious. Because obviously, if it is a T-Rex or something that's humongous, you probably wouldn't challenge it. So you have to gauge how would you then react to something that's twice the size of you. It wouldn't necessarily be a head-on impact. You might find a way to sneak around it and get its legs, and you find different ways of trying to fight something that's imaginary ultimately. When we got through the physical size and aspects of the creature, then we work on how we're going to tackle it and how this fight's going to take place. And so For this particular scene, it was me being in a shower and hearing a growl, and I turn around to see this dinosaur, and then I grab a fire extinguisher and I hit. It's all timing, you know, and sizing, so you've got to sort of, as you hit it, you've got to gauge, well, it's going to have a tail, it's going to have a swing round, something's going to move, and you've got to make sure that you're playing the length of the dinosaur, the size of the dinosaur, all these aspects, because otherwise it's not going to be believable, it's not going to be credible. Mike Roll was the particular director on that episode, and he was very thorough and very rigorous in, you know, let's get this right, let's make sure we play it so it looks like you're hitting a real dinosaur. You want to play it truthfully, or as truthfully as you can without it actually being there. So you've got all these things going on in your head, but at the same time you just sort of try and live the moment and use your imagination to create this dinosaur, to create the feel of that impact. How would my hand then fly off? How would I then move afterwards, you know? So it's a lot to put together, but you just get on with it. You just do it.
Here we are on Cleanup on Aisle 3, episode 6 of Primeval New World. The director on this episode, we brought her in because she's got a little bit of experience with visual effects and thought, well, why don't we give her a try? Her name? Amanda Tapping.
This episode, our heroes come to find an anomaly in a warehouse of a Canadian Tire store. But what the story is really about is the relationships between Evan and Ange, Evan and Dylan, Evan and Mac.
Thanks for coming. That's what you pay me for. Special projects as needed. No questions asked or answered. Never said that.
I called this kind of like the bubbling pot episode. Even though it's about dinosaurs in the warehouse of a Canadian Tire store, it's really about what's happening with our heroes and how from here on in they're going to interact with each other.
Help! I can't get a clear shot.
Coming in, it's sort of weird as an actor / director. I think there's sort of a different view when you first walk in, and so the cast has been incredibly welcoming and really wants to talk about their characters. They've been really amenable to what my ideas are.
Hey team, Mac Rendell here checking in. We've got a new director with us. We've got Amanda Tapping, who's fantastic, although she does have some slightly unorthodox ways of working.
This is what happens if you're a bad dinosaur hunter. She's awesome because she understands what it is to be an actor, and you know, there can be so much technical stuff going on sometimes that an actor has to put a lot of thought into their arc and their journey, and she understands that, and she's always there to sort of lend a hand or lend an ear and advise you, which is really fantastic and helpful when there's so much going on.
You're going to keep your hockey mask on at the end.
I didn't do anything wrong, let me out here.
No, sorry.
Hi guys, I'm Miranda Freegon and I play Ange Finch, and we are up in the mountains today shooting episode 107 called Babes in the Woods.
Okay, ready guys? And it just came flying over the edge. And action!
What we're shooting is Evan, Dylan, and Ange are up in the woods being hunted and also hunting the dinosaurs. And we've caught one and we've got it wrapped up in a tarp and we're carrying it up a hill. And it's been very challenging.
Dylan!
One of the great things about this episode is it's an opportunity for us to have Ange come out and join in some of the expedition outside, and she's wanting to keep an eye on Evan and wanting to feel what it's like to be out in the field. And there's the wonderful dynamic that's going on right now in this episode with Ange and Dylan as well. So we've got that great opportunity for some fun stuff.
Ange wants to have her hands in everything, and if this is what Evan is doing now, then she wants to kind of have a handle on it and understand it. And so, you know, being the tough chick she is, she thinks she can handle everything, but I think she's a little bit in over her head. Being the smallest one of the bunch, apparently she is the target for the dinosaurs. So, she's been chased a lot.
here we are in False Creek, filming episode 108, The Truth. We've got the team just behind us here. Beautiful view, we've got the sunshine with us today. Interesting episode. So here we are in episode 108, and it's a really interesting episode from Mac because he finds out a lot of stuff that perhaps he didn't want to find out, and he goes on this big, huge journey of sort of revelation, as it were. And it's a fun episode. It's a fun episode where lots happens. It's a great scene for Evan, for Niall's character, and we're all taking on a bit of a roller coaster on this one. All spanners are completely thrown out the box, and it could go anywhere. So this is one of our dinosaurs. This is today. This is a Pachycephalosaurus. So how are you finding your time on the set?
It's pretty good. This is my first time to Vancouver. Yeah. It's a beautiful city here. Yeah. Very nice.
Getting lots of exercise today.
Lots of exercise today. They're going to take us out in the nice inner harbour and go over and see some events after it's finished.
And so I've heard that you've been sort of going around smashing up the place and smashing all the windows and stuff. Is it? You know,
I thought that was par for the course, and I wasn't very upset. I saw some footage on after the Stanley Cup, and I thought that's what you're supposed to do, but that's not good. Yeah, not good to be done here.
Not good.
They don't like that.
So, this is Ken Leeds. Do you want to tell us about your toupee?
I don't have a toupee yet.
Sorry, let's start.
It's a haircut. I got a haircut. Just got a regular old everyday
haircut. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this is
question.
Jeff Gustafson, spelled Jeff. And
Geoff.
Oh, same thing really.
Not
really. He's playing Ken Leeds.
I am.
Who is?
The government liaison to Cross Photonics.
And why don't you tell us a bit about your childhood and growing up as Ken Leeds?
As Ken Leeds?
Yeah.
I haven't done that kind of back work. Who are you guys?
This is Niall Maters.
This is Niall Maters. But who are you guys? I'm Jeff Gustafson.
He is
not. I am.
And he's Danny Rahim.
Yeah.
And together we are the Dream Team.
Dream Team.
I don't know what I just walked into, but I'm gonna.
Good game. Good game.
He's got awesome hair.
Yeah, he's so hot.
Today, on this beautiful sunny day in North Vancouver, we're shooting our first day of principal photography of episode number 109. It's called Breakthrough. And we're here at a skate park. And we've got Sasha over here as a professional skateboard guy who's playing the role of Spider. And we also have another pro skateboarder. His name is Adam, and he's playing Ange. And we're doing the teaser of the episode, which is basically a montage of some really stylish and happening skateboard action that accumulates with Spider seeing just on the crest of that rise, seeing a dinosaur off in the background. And he captures that on his helmet cam. So we're basically shooting all the bits and pieces related to that first opening montage.
Oh. Wow, affection really doesn't work for us, does it?
I am riding a Triceratops. It's weird. Before they start writing episodes, we just all put our wishes into a big hat and then they randomly pull them, and this is mine. Toby and Mac are...
Toby, Mac and Toby.
It'd be Toby and Mac, but that's fine.
Right.
That pretty much sums up their relationship.
Yep.
They hate each other.
She wants all the limelight, all the time.
He tries to take it.
Yeah.
Mac
He
protects.
deserves it.
Mac protects Toby, and Toby in turn helps Mac with whatever he needs. And they drive each other nuts, I think, but they also are the best
Care
team.
about each other deeply.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They look after each other.
Mm-hmm.
What would scare a terror bird?
Mr. Cross, Miss Weir, stand down. We'll take it from here.
Hey guys, it's Dan Payne. I'm on the set of Primeval New World, episode 110, The Great Escape. I'm chasing dinosaurs. We are at the UBC hockey arena. We've got a terror bird terrorizing the inside of the rink, and we're gonna go track it down. It's good times.
Hold your fire! That bird is our priority! God damn it!
20, take 3. Hey, Mark.
This episode's pretty crazy. We are tracking down a Titanus wallery, terror bird, that should have been sent home last time it was here. They kept it behind. He got pretty angry and escaped. There's no event right now, so not sure that sucker's gonna get home. I have had the honor and pleasure of working with Amanda Tapping before. Now she's directing, and I couldn't be more excited. She is as kind and generous as she always has been. She's leading the charge, she's directing. It couldn't be better. It couldn't be a better person up there helping us out. She's amazing.
Oh. Major Douglas. Of course.
Lieutenant Leeds and I, Major Douglas, do not have an amicable relationship. In fact, it's pretty much as antagonistic and biting as you can get. Lieutenant Leeds is what Major Douglas is. He wanted to become Major Douglas, but he's a screw up, let's be honest.
Yeah, we could. I just thought it might take a little bit of this way.
Just trying to make me comfortable. Well, that actually feels better.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah. So they're just dressing me as I might at home with some handcuffs and then just like a little role playing. And then after that, they're going to shove me into an SUV so I really get that kidnap feel that I look for. I've been arrested for tranking a fellow officer, and now they're going to shove me into the back of an SUV to take me away to some sort of military holding facility.
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me on the set of Primeval New World, episode 110, The Great Escape.
So this is the tank. This is our base. This
Our
is
bat
our home.
cave.
And it's the secret part of Cross-Photonics. So this is where all the clandestine operation.
All the magic happens in here.
Yeah, all the wonderment.
There's 100,000 square feet of factory out to the left, and that's all Cross-Photonics. And then this is kind of a hidden, cordoned off section in the back of his factory that he's devoted basically just to solve these anomalies. And every amount of technology that you see in here, it's all just to find out where the anomaly is, track the anomaly, and we're all doing research in regards to the creatures that are coming out of them.
I think it makes it easy to fall into the world of we have a lot of tech talk, and it almost feels easier to manage in a space like this.
Yeah, it feels like the
home.
right space for it as
Yeah.
well. You know, it's a vast space, and you can imagine like a millionaire's mansion. All the gadgets and stuff live quite well in here.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks for coming to check out the tank with us. Thanks so much for watching Primeval New World. We really hope you're enjoying it.
Hey everyone, it's Danny Rahim. Here we are in the season finale, 12 and 13. We're currently at McCuspy Gasoline. We've just left the mines over here, and a dino's jumped out of the back of a truck and come hurtling down here. So the team are in pursuit. We've got all the soldiers, we've got the cavalry. We're going to find this dinosaur, but as we do, it causes shed load of destruction around here. So yeah, we'll have to figure that one out and see where it ends up.
We have 4 big gags that we're gonna do, and we're gonna shoot them as 4 separate gags. The first one is the surfer chicks and the van. Surfer chicks is actually what they call themselves. It's not a derogatory term. The van will be hit in the front end.
We got a big weight on a bearing assembly over here that we're going to swing into the side of the van. Once that starts, the van stops it. Once that hits the van, we're going to ratchet the van this way. Van will turn 90 degrees, end up crossway in this, sort of blocking this access point.
3, 2, 1, action!
That's the first gag. Second gag is as our people start to arrive and start to shoot at it, the dinosaur turns in that way, comes back this way, and sets up in here to start yelling at us. Stop shooting at me. Bam! The tail hits the gas tank. Flames go firing up into the air.
3, 2, 1.
He backs off this way, and now we've got people here, flames there, dinosaurs backing up like this, and of course this is when Hall and Leeds and Dylan get into the fray. Mac and Evan have run back to that truck back there to get their flamethrowers. She tackles Leeds down like this, takes him down, and unfortunately Hall gets the brunt of this, and he gets hit boof like this and slammed into a van. Dead or not, we don't know. And our fourth gag is we've got now flamethrowers on both sides of him, pushing him this way, and we start to run him back down that way, and on the way out he's mad, so he just knocks over the McCuskey gasoline sign.
Here we go! And action!
Okay, that's our day. It is a oneer.
Hey, I'm Jeff Gustafson. We're just filming the end of episode 13 here today in beautiful Britannia Mines. Had scorching hot weather. It's like 30 degrees out, but I don't notice because I'm so cool. You can edit that out. This is the van that we beat up today with a dinosaur.
Action!
Dinosaur tail did that. I got out of the way. Louis Ferreira's character didn't quite get all the way out of the way. Over here he's Danny Raheen, Niall Mater. They call themselves the stars of the show. They're not. Nobody cares. Yeah. Not stars. Not stars.
What? Hi, Jeff.
Yeah, hey guys. Just doing a little video journaling.
Checking out scenery.
Yeah. Let's go check out your scenery, buddy.
Oh.
Yeah. Ugh, obnoxious. It's just so hard to be around them. You don't get enough airtime? You don't get enough camera stuff?
Making a movie, Jeff.
No, dude.
This is my interview. I get one. I get one interview.
All right, we're not.
I get
Just
one
pretend
interview.
we're not here, Jeff.
I get one interview. One interview. And these guys are.
Well, see you later.
They always get to do the running too. They're so lucky. And guns, they carry guns. You know what I get? I get a watch. That's the prop I get. Oh, just get a look at this. That's a flamethrower. Flamethrower. What did I get? Nothing. I got a belt. I got a utility belt with like a spork in it. Not kidding you. Spork. I got a spork. What am I going to do with the spork?
3, 2, 1, go!
Sarah Canning like tackled me, and I had to do this big stunt fall. It's a big stunt fall, out of frame, and it's really intricate, very technical. A lot of detail. Timing is really important, and then I kind of have to get up, and then there's a few different camera moves that I have to make, and then finally kind of lock eyes again with the dinosaurs. So.
Angel down!
I mean, it was a lot of work. It was hard. It was a little nerve-wracking, but I really feel like we pulled it off, and I think my work was great.
What about the guy that actually got ratcheted into the van?
Who?